Hello everyone, my name is Shahid Cholakundal and over here is Muhammad Kamar Sultan, Meenakshi and Shibil. Today's presentation is about the unveiling fast fashion, evaluating its impact on climate and transitions towards sustainable and renewable clothing system. Let me walk through the structure and development of our presentation, which includes introduction, context of the case study, problem statement and research questions, data sources, data analysis, conclusion and recommendations, possible solutions and references. Next moves towards introduction. Fast fashion industry is the second most polluting industry, which is contributing in 8 8% of all carbon emissions, 20% of global wastewater, and 50% in greenhouse gases emissions. This industry mainly contribute to the environmental degradations and single-handedly responsible for more carbon emissions than any other sources. Fast fashion and the growing world population has led to massive increase in textile production, which increases wastewater and solid waste. Water is used at every stage of garment manufacturing. As a result, this industry consuming 79 trillion liters of water annually, which is contributing 20% of industrial wastewater. Mm, On the next slide, as the fast fashion offer effect fashion affecting the climate for industry and consumer both demand for sustainable fashion that have less impact on environment. Many companies are adapting a meaningful approach for sustainability and shifting from a traditional business model to sustainable business model. For example, raw material of wool reducing the impact of fast fashion and favor sustainability. The aim of our study is to highlight the impact of fast fashion on climate and propose a framework for transformation of sustainable and renewable approach toward our clothing. Next moves to the conduct of the case study. In this, we look into the background of our chosen case study. Fast fashion is one of the rapidly growing industry in which a global consumption of fashion is increasing 400% and an annual production of newly clothing nearby doubling over the last 20 years. Fast fashion mainly relies on the exploitation of resources and human labor to deliver garments following the latest trends. This quick output demand a huge raw material fed into fast fashion, creating a huge amount of waste, pollution, and degradation of water, air, and wildlife. Animal-based textile like wool is commonly blended with fibers derived from fossil fuels and coated with chemicals also responsible for gas emissions and water pollutions. The pollution introduced by fast fashion has the devastating effect on both terrestrial and acoustic life with determined effect linked to habitat degradation. This is a this is a significant contributor to the climate crisis responsible for water pollution, land pollution, microplastic pollution, and increasing the impact of climate change from anthropogenic greenhouse gases emission. In this increasing demand of fast fashion, the people are buying more and wearing less. This contributes to short lifespan of garments, which often end up decomposition slowly in landfills or being burned. As fast fashion industry affecting the climate in many ways, the consumers are looking for alternative for fast fashion. The consumer behavior changes towards more sustainable fashion choices like buy less and choose well, embarrassing old and second-hand items, adapting, maintain, and repair clothing policies, extend life cycle, reduce waste and minimize environment impact, use organic, recycle, and more sustainable raw materials like cotton, hemp, organic wool, and banana tax, reduce impact of fast fashion. Use of organic wool, which is renewable and recyclable, has a long-lasting impact by reducing waste and carbon emission. Let's begin by understanding the problem of more in depth by inviting Muhammad Kamar Sultan.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Sultan, and I am here to present the problem statement and research question. Uh, the fashion industry relies on fast fashion practices, which has led to alarming level of waste, pollution, and social injustice. Fast fashion business model of offering cheap and trendy clothes, high turnover, encourage overconsumption and low cost labor and synthetic material. Next, the question arises how we change this. Change the industry setup from synthetic petroleum based fiber to the natural, renewable, and biodegradable fiber like organic wool, recycled cotton, and hemp. Change manufacturing process, distribution, and waste handling. The consumer behavior should also change in buying habits, perceived valuable class, and provide awareness to the environment impact. So this research offer a potential solution to the industry and consumer to use a renewable sources which do not damage the plant in long term. Next, move towards data sources. The data sources include the literature review, case study, reports, and articles that provide the strategy both the industry and its consumers to promote sustainability with the fast fashion industry. The main search aim to explore the consumer and industry behavior toward the sustainability of fast fashion by using renewable sources. Literature review. The literature review is done by following method of Hellinger 2013 and Prasad 2025, a comprehensive review of book peer reviewed journals. Industry report and conference proceeding were conducted to gather sustainability. Such terms and the keywords related to the fast fashion renewable sources, sustainability and related concepts were utilized to identify the relevant literature. Case study. Analysis of case study from the reputable sources such as the academic journals, organizations, and the industrial publications were studied by the examiner. The fast fashion industry implementing approaches for the sustainability. We conducted different case study from UK, China, USA, and Italian fashion setups to illustrate how key trends maintain the sustainable practices in the fashion industries. Reports, articles and publication articles and publication reports from the industry institute and the government agencies focus on the sustainability were collected and analyzed to provide the insight related to the industry consumer need. A total of 65 articles from the Web of Science record aim to increase the sustainability of the fashion industry. Graph explanation. There are the number of articles relating to the fast fashion and sustainability published per year from 1996 to November 2021. From 1995 to 2000 only on the article published. And there are any article published from the 2000 to 2005, 2005 to 2010, three article published. 2010 to 2015, 13 article published. 2015 to 2020, 48 article published. Over to my name for data analysis. Next to my next speaker, speaker 3.
Hello, my name is Meenakshi. I'm here to present the data analysis by using a suitable analytical method. and I examine the data to uncover key pattern trends and insight is related to our topic. A comparative data analysis is carried out to evaluate, compare, and the contrast method of a different approaches, strategies, and outcomes of a fast fashion industries, and it is involved in promoting a sustainability. The findings from this literature review, case studies, and other sources were synthesized to develop a comprehensive understanding of the role of fashion approaches in promoting the sustainability within the fashion industry. This finding of the data sources suggested that the band using the organic method like wool, bamboo, and hemp ensure reducing the carbon dioxide emission and the water usage by up to 90%. The industries working on recycling extended the life cycle of the production and decreased the textile waste. The next slide. The case study is result is depicted the fast fashion is revealed on synthetic fibers and the slow labor in the coast are majorly contributing to a high emission of carbon dioxide. This industry is responding to this environment is according to this fiber they used. Here we can see the carbon dioxide is emission rate per fiber. As we can see in polyester, the carbon dioxide emission rate was 9,000. In the cotton, it is 5,100, and it in wool, 2,800. And the least is recorded in the hemp is 1,500. Can you show me the next slide? In this, we can see the result is depicted from the article study. The result of article study revealed that there is a growing research industry surrounding to the fast fashion and sustainability. Authors from the UK, USA, and Turkey has published most article is related to sustainability. In graph, we can see the UK, USA, and Turkey is working on a sustainability in fashion industries. And while in China, Belgium, and India and Germany is also working on a sustainability in the terms of water usage. The research shows that the industries working on the sustainability uses renewable resource of fibers like organic cotton, wool, and hemp is use less water than sustainable fibers like polyester or a non-organic cotton. The industries which are growing on a sustainable approaches include the use of natural fiber and the less toxic dyes is not only reduce the water usage and carbon dioxide is consuming but also reducing the environmental impact. Thank you. I will invite Shibil to continue their conclusion and the possible solution.
Hello, my name is Shibil. I'm here to describe the conclusion and recommendation. This study offers a comprehensive analysis of sustainability in fashion industries, providing different theoretical contribution and drawn out the result provided by earlier studies. Fast fashion has diverse impact on environment, but the collaborative efforts of the fashion brands, customer, and policymakers waving a more reasonable and sustainable fashion ecosystem. Industries are useful, meaningful approach for sustainability by using laser toxic dyes to promote sustainability. Customer industries and government are playing a role in reshaping in the future of clothing using a renewable and recycled material like organic wool, cotton, and polyester recommended and reasonable solution of fashion industry in reducing the environmental impact. Future research is also required to highlight this problem. Can you show the new slide? Here are some possible solution for relating to the fast fashion impact on climate, like raw material. Fashion industries should use organic, recycle, and more sustainable raw materials like cotton, hemp, wool, and bananas to support sustainability. Renewable energy source like the use of solar, wind, and hydro energy system in production sites help to reduce the carbon emission. Production process, we should invest on closed loop water system and use non-toxic dyes for sustainable manufacturing. Circular economy. In this, we should develop a take-back scheme resale platform which promotes zero waste production. Adopting circular fashion approach, which includes recycling, second-hand sales, and rental modes that can reduce the waste. We should also invest to customer education, and because they educate the customers by providing awareness to environment impact, also help to run a sustainable fashion. This is a need to start campaigns to encourage sustainable fashion and meaningful buying. At the end is policy suggestion for the government. Government should be needed to add pollution tax or higher VATs for fast fashion items to support sustainable brands. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.